Welcome, future agricultural scientists. Our study of crop production and management addresses the single most vital challenge facing humanity: feeding a large, growing population. This necessity demands that food be produced on a large scale, requiring meticulous management and organized distribution. Historically, this mastery began around 10,000 BCE when humans ceased being nomadic hunters and started the systematic cultivation of land, leading to the stable production of food crops like rice and wheat. We define a crop as a vast quantity of the same kind of plant grown at a single location. Due to India's diverse climate, production is divided seasonally into two major patterns: Kharif crops, which require the heavy water of the rainy season for staples like paddy and maize, and Rabi crops, which thrive in the winter, such as wheat and gram. The cultivation itself is a highly structured process. Over the next few weeks, we will dissect the 7 essential, sequential agricultural practices, from the preparation of soil to final storage, that farmers execute to bring food from the field to our tables.
The 7 basic practices of crop production. Cultivation involves a sequence of activities undertaken by farmers over a substantial period. These activities, known as agricultural practices, are similar to the tasks carried out by a gardener tending ornamental plants. It is crucial that students understand these tasks are sequential and interconnected. The 7 basic practices are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, storage. This sequential approach ensures that crop production is manageable, efficient, and optimized for maximum yield, forming the backbone of all farming operations. The preparation of soil is unequivocally designated as the first and most important step before growing a crop. This preparatory phase is not just about moving dirt. It is a complex engineering task essential for plant vitality and efficient farming. The primary objective in soil preparation is to turn and loosen the soil. This action serves several critical functions: root penetration and respiration. Loose soil enables roots to penetrate deep into the ground. More importantly, loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily, even when they extend deeply. Aiding soil microbes. The loosened soil promotes the growth of beneficial organisms, specifically earthworms and microbes. These organisms are aptly called friends of the farmer because they continuously help to turn and loosen the soil further, and critically, they add humus to it. Nutrient recycling. Soil naturally contains minerals, water, air, and living organisms. Dead plants and animals are decomposed by soil organisms, which releases their nutrients back into the soil, making them available for the next generation of plants. Since only a few centimeters of the top layer of soil support plant growth, turning and loosening is necessary to bring the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can effectively use these nutrients. The specific process of loosening and turning the soil is called tilling or plowing. This is traditionally accomplished using a plow, which can be made of wood or iron. If the soil is excessively dry, it may require watering before plowing. After plowing, the field may contain large clumps of soil known as crumbs, which must be broken to prepare the bed for seeds. The field must then be leveled using a leveler. This process is beneficial for both sowing, creating a uniform surface, and irrigation, allowing water to distribute evenly. Sometimes, manure is added to the soil before tilling. This ensures the manure is properly mixed with the soil. The soil is also generally moistened before sowing. For a better crop yield, it is necessary to break soil clumps, and farmers employ 3 main tools for this purpose: the plow, the hoe, and the cultivator. The plow has been used since ancient times. Its functions include tilling the soil, adding fertilizers, removing weeds, and turning the soil. It is typically made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other draft animals like horses and camels. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called the plowshare. The main structural part is a long log of wood known as the plough shaft. It has a handle at one end, and the other end is attached to a beam placed on the animals' necks. The indigenous wooden plow is increasingly being replaced by more durable iron plows. The hoe is a simple tool used specifically for removing weeds and loosening the soil. It consists of a long rod of wood or iron with a strong, broad, and bent plate of iron fixed to one end, which acts as a blade. It is pulled by animals. In modern agriculture, plowing is often carried out by a tractor-driven cultivator. The key advantages of using a cultivator are that it saves both labor and time. After preparing the soil, the next steps in agriculture involve sowing seeds, adding nutrients through fertilization, and managing water with irrigation. Let's explore these crucial phases. Sowing begins with selecting good quality, clean, and healthy seeds that promise a high yield. A simple method to separate damaged seeds is immersion in water. Damaged seeds are lighter and float, allowing for easy separation from healthy seeds, which sink. This ensures only the best seeds are used for planting. Traditionally, a funnel-shaped tool with 2 or 3 sharp-ended pipes was used. Seeds were poured into the funnel, piercing the soil to deposit them. Today, seed drills operated by tractors are vastly more efficient. They sow seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth, ensuring they are covered by soil. This protection prevents birds from eating the seeds and saves both time and labor. Maintaining appropriate distance between seeds is crucial to avoid overcrowding. Proper spacing ensures plants receive sufficient sunlight, nutrients, and water. Sometimes, removing a few plants is necessary to prevent overcrowding. For certain plants like paddy, seeds are initially grown in a nursery. Once they develop into seedlings, they are manually transplanted to the field. Manure and fertilizers are substances added to the soil as nutrients for healthy plant growth. These mineral nutrients are essential for crop health. Continuous cultivation without leaving fields fallow depletes the soil of vital nutrients. Farmers must add manure to replenish the soil, a process called manuring. Improper or insufficient manuring inevitably results in weak plants. Manure is an organic substance from decomposed plant or animal wastes, like cattle dung. Farmers dump this waste in open pits, allowing microorganisms to cause decomposition, yielding organic manure. Manure is less rich in specific nutrients than fertilizers. Fertilizers are man-made inorganic salts, rich in particular nutrients, produced in factories. Examples include urea, ammonium sulfate, and NPK. While fertilizers greatly boost crop yields, excessive use can make soil less fertile and is a major source of water pollution. To maintain soil fertility, farmers are advised to use organic manure, leave fields fallow, or practice crop rotation, growing different crops alternately. Crop rotation, like growing legumes and wheat, replenishes soil nitrogen through rhizobium bacteria and legume root nodules. Organic manure is superior to fertilizer. Manure enhances water holding capacity, makes soil porous for gas exchange, increases friendly microbes, and improves soil texture, providing vital humus. Irrigation is vital as plants contain nearly 90% water, essential for growth and nutrient transport. Germination does not occur in dry conditions. Irrigation is the supply of water to crops at regular intervals to maintain soil moisture. The frequency depends on the crop, soil type, and season. Frequency is higher in summer due to increased evaporation. Water sources include wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, and canals. Traditional methods like the moat, chain pump, dekli, and rahat use human or animal labor to lift water, being cheaper but less efficient. Modern methods, like the sprinkler system, are best for uneven land where water is scarce. Water sprinkles like rain from rotating nozzles. The drip system is ideal for fruit plants, gardens, and trees, delivering water drop by drop directly to the roots, wasting no water. Proper sowing, fertilization, and irrigation ensure healthy crops and sustainable farming. Thank you for learning with me.
Welcome to an in-depth look at the crucial final stages of crop production, covering protection, harvest, storage, and the integration of animal resources. Our journey begins with protecting crops from weeds, defined as undesirable plants that naturally grow alongside cultivated crops. Weeding is essential because these unwanted plants compete fiercely with crops for vital resources like water, nutrients, space, and sunlight, significantly hindering crop growth. Furthermore, some weeds can interfere with harvesting processes or even pose a toxic threat to both humans and animals. One effective control method is tilling the soil before sowing, which uproots and kills weeds, allowing them to dry and enrich the soil. Manual removal involves physically pulling out or cutting weeds close to the ground, often using a traditional tool called a kerpie or even a seed drill. Chemical control utilizes weedicides, such as 2,4-D, which are sprayed to kill weeds without harming the crops, but require careful dilution with water. Farmers must exercise extreme caution when applying these chemicals, covering their nose and mouth to protect their health. Next, we move to harvesting, the vital process of cutting crops once they reach maturity, typically after 3 to 4 months for cereal grains. Crops are either pulled directly from the ground or cut close to the soil surface. This task is performed manually with a sickle or efficiently by large machines known as harvesters. After harvesting, threshing separates the valuable grain seeds from the dry, protective casing called chaff. A specialized machine called a combine performs both harvesting and threshing simultaneously, streamlining the process. For small landholders, winnowing remains a traditional method to separate grain from chaff using natural wind. A concerning post-harvest issue is stubble burning, where crop residues are burned in fields, causing significant air pollution and fire risks. The harvest period, however, is also a time of immense joy and celebration across India, marked by festivals like Pongal, Baisakhi, and Diwali. Proper storage of harvested produce is paramount to protect grains from moisture, insects, rats, and microorganisms. Freshly harvested grains contain more moisture. If stored improperly, they can spoil or be attacked by pests, rendering them unusable. Therefore, grains must be thoroughly dried in the sun to reduce moisture content before storage, preventing pest and microbial attacks. Small-scale farmers typically store grains in jute bags or metallic bins, often using dried neem leaves as a natural preservative. For large quantities, grains are stored in specialized structures like silos and granaries, which are often chemically treated to deter pests. Finally, we integrate animal resources into our food system, recognizing that animals provide various essential food products. Milk, for instance, comes from cows, buffaloes, she-goats, and she-camels, while fish are a major dietary staple in coastal regions, rich in nutrients like vitamin D. Animal husbandry, the large-scale rearing of animals with proper food, shelter, and care, is crucial for sustainable agriculture and ecological balance. Understanding these final stages of crop production and the role of animal husbandry is key to appreciating the comprehensive nature of our food supply.